You guys can go and sit on the ground
You don't have
too
to,
in the
it doesn't have to be like a perfect circle here. We can like.
Good. Mostly just make sure you can see what I'm talking about, otherwise it's not going to make nearly as much sense. Okay, let's talk about humans real quick. We like staying upright. Our center of gravity is low in the hips. This is a comfortable stance for us. You will notice I did this on a line. That's really my balance point. In either direction, my balance is off. If Becca was to push me from behind, I have to reposition. Same. If I get pushed the other way, I have to reposition. So, why am I telling you this? Because people really like it right here. They're not going to move unless you give them a reason to move. Becca just gave me 2 reasons to move. She pushed me. You can also pull people, which is what we're doing for this. If Becca comes in, I've also marked where she goes. And say she gets everything in place, but there is no pull. She can bend all she wants. I have no reason to move. Why would I? I'm in a comfortable place. In fact, I want it. So, the pull is important because otherwise there's no off balance. There's no kazushi. That being said, there's something that everybody wants to do a little bit too soon. And that's that really cool, like lifting up, throwing part where you're all bent over. If you don't squat and get underneath the center of gravity, like it can pull me all day long, I might not go anywhere. Quite simple. Okay, so a normal relaxed stance for me. Becca comes in. You'll see where I've marked on the ground. She doesn't have to look, she knows where her feet are. They're on the ends of her legs where they've always been. She comes in to get her best buddy grip here around the back. You're going to notice something. Becca's already has her hips cocked. She's already starting to bend her knees. As she slides into place, she's already low. So low she doesn't even have to think about it. We can break this down into some very, very, very methodical steps. Becca's going to get her grip. She starts bending her knees. She scoots into place. Hang on. There we go. She is low. If I'm standing up straight, she's actually significantly lower than where she started. Very much below my hips. If you cannot see that, please move to a place where you can. So that when she straightens her legs, this is not a big deal. Becca's just standing there. She could do this all day. I've seen her do worse. Whee. So all of these things put together is what makes the throw. I know this seems a little bit tangential at this point, but if you're not thinking about bending your knees, by the time that you grip up, it might be too late. Otherwise, other people who know other things will do terrible things. Someone who doesn't know terrible things will still like go, oh, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Okay, questions, comments? Other marks? Okay. Bend the knees. Do not bend over right away. Just bend the knees before you even get in. Remember to pull. Straight knees out. Comments? Other things to add?
Just remember, when you have your hand back here, you don't want it to get behind you. There's no strength there. You're not going to be able to pull them down. You need to make sure that this arm doesn't go past your shoulder, so as you're stepping across, you should be steering it already, so it's eventually going to be like a big circle. So So as I come across, you can see my arm is not behind me. I can bend down a little lower if I want. And then all I have to do, I'm not gonna throw you, is take my pointer finger and point it at my big toe and she'll go right over the top. This is probably the most important part of getting them to go over the top. Like really. Like if once your arm goes behind you, you have zero strength. They can do pretty much whatever they want, right? But if you keep it in front, they're the ones who are off balance because they can't stand up straight, right? That's pretty much it. Okay?
Hey.
Go.